Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Live. We are here covering some pretty intense storms that are starting to pop up in the South Dakota region.
Yo, Gavin.
Yes.
Do you have a phone, right?
Yeah.
Put your phone number in here so I can text you stuff without interfering with
All
this.
right. There it is, Garrett. Anyways, we're covering this cell right here that has just went severe warning not too long ago. It has black reflectivity, so expect some pretty good hail if you're in the Buffalo area right now. Later today, we will be having some people out in this area start storm chasing, so expect that later in today's live. Today's storms are going to start firing late. These cells popped out of the blue, not to be expected. The future radar models we have access to show cells firing at around 11 p.m. tonight.
So these cells are part of the beginning of the storm. That it will be coming together into like a small line as they will be moving across South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska. We can expect these around Interstate 35, probably at 10 to 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 11 to 12 Eastern. You're tracking it from here. So, and we have a severe thunderstorm watch that just went in effect.
Uh, so yeah, you guys just got
So
issued a severe
severe.
thunderstorm watch, 20% tornado risk. So that is not the highest, but still there. 60% wind risk, 40% hail risk, and 90% combined. Garrett, do you have an update for us?
So this severe thunderstorm watch, scattered damaging wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour are likely. Scattered large hail and even hail up to 2 inches are possible, and a tornado or two is possible. This is for North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska.
Thank you.
We are looking at major cities, including Rapid City. Just a sec. We are looking at major cities such as Rapid City, Spearfish, Pierre, Bismarck, and Valentine. So
And this is all to be expected to shift left to right across the state as the day goes on.
Salutations.
Hello. Hey, kid.
we're live, Cade.
Yep, Gavin told me. My voice being shared?
Yes.
Tough. Tough.
We'll be covering these storms throughout the day, so make sure you stay tuned for also possible storm chasing later on. Gonna do a little bit of update here for the rest of the world besides South Dakota. Over here in Michigan, we are going to be expecting some cells up here in the top area. Some severe weather warned, or sorry, special weather statement, 30 mile an hour and 40 mile an hour. And we are under a mesoscale discussion, but not for much longer. over here in the Virginias and Carolinas, some possible violent severe thunderstorms. Some severe thunderstorm warnings as we speak. Some about to expire, and then some up in the Virginias area. But we expect to see things like this in the South Dakota area later in the night. Oh, and as we see, new one just got issued. This area is also under a severe thunderstorm watch. And you can see all the details right here. Also bring your attention to some flood warnings and another extension of the severe thunderstorm watch being extended and updated throughout that area. Also some stuff in the Georgia area and all that fun stuff. But back to seems to be the main event. Hopefully. Oops. Looking pretty good. This one might actually grow. As you can see, another mesoscale discussion just got issued for parts of Idaho, Montana, and some of the areas over here. Also, lots of red flag warnings throughout the left side of the United States. Looks like we might have more cells starting to pop up just in the North Dakota area. And still flood warnings over here.
Say update on the Buffalo severe thunderstorm warning. It looks like the north end is weakening, but the south side is still maintaining strength.
Thank you for the update, Garrett. Yeah, I don't know if this is a radar glitch, but radar does show some pretty strong tail end winds. It is severe warning, so do expect some pretty interesting winds with this. Same thing with hail. Definitely possible to have hail in this as well. Yeah, Buffalo really is getting hammered right now. The ounces in _09. Expect all coverage for this area for quite a long time. You came to the right place.
And then our special weather statement near Grand Rapids, Michigan. I would not be surprised to see an extension to the west.
All right, thanks for that. Looks like we may. Oh yeah. All right, yeah, we have more. I don't know if it's more special weather statements, but definitely a lot of cells popping up in Michigan. So people in Michigan definitely stay weather aware as time. We are in a marginal risk, so don't expect anything too severe, but still that possibility. But yeah, this is the SPC outlook for today. 2 and 3 will make daily videos concerning all of the SPC outlooks, categorical, tornado, wind, hail, and probabilistic. And we make daily videos on all those things. So we also have forecasts for times that might get a little bit iffy for weather. So we'll be making like specific forecasts that might concern those areas of weather that might get hit by pretty interesting storms.
Around the Buffalo area, it looks like in that severe thunderstorm warning, ahead of our like main cell line, we have a new cell that is blowing up in front of it. And then another cell is starting, looks like it's trying to form near Henninger, North Dakota, near the North Dakota South Dakota border.
Yes, this south seems to be sparking some other things in the atmosphere with some cells right over the radar we're using and over at Box Elder and New Underwood, South Dakota.
Then also our severe thunderstorm warning was downgraded from 1.25 inch hail down to 1 inch hail.
Uh, just saw your comment, Alex Rudbush. The tornado risk for today is about a 2% risk for good chunks of the South North Dakota area. And tomorrow's, actually, this got updated, stretches across the Nebraska to Iowa area and Clipping, Colorado. So it's a possibility, but may not happen, but it's still there. So stay concerned. Gonna go back to these storms down here and do a little quick update. Um, oh, new special weather statement just issued for the Wilkesboro area. Quarter-inch hail and 40 miles an hour. And I don't know if that's new. Oh, we do have considerable damage threat tag on this severe warn. Inch and three-quarter hail and 60 mile an hour. Interesting. Looks to be like almost three bands being formed with probably none of them going to spin up any tornadoes, but as you can see in the severe thunderstorm watch, the tornado risk is still there. Could expect a brief QCLS tornado. And more, oh yeah, mesoscale discussion concerning heavy rainfall and more flash flood warnings. This is observed. Going to be expecting a lot of rain in the south portions of the United States today.
On that flash flood threat on the East Coast, we currently have a moderate risk or a 45% chance of flash flooding, which is not often seen in this area, especially.
Yeah, because, I mean, this area tends to be dry for the occasional hurricane, of course, but yeah, definitely stay aware, and if you are under a warning, get to a high ground. Not something to joke about, especially with what we've seen in Texas with the past few days.
We should be getting our 4:30 update for the SPC soon.
All right, that may entail
3:30 Central Time.
3:30 Central Time for the folks in the Central region. Do you think they may upgrade any tornado risks or even general risks, Garrett?
I do not expect an upgrade to our tornado risks. I expect our enhanced risks to stay the same. I'm kind of expecting the same outlook.
Interesting.
So
Also, as you can see, the lower right portion of Texas near the Houston area is under a heavy rainfall mesoscale discussion with flood warnings and special weather statements. And you can see in this area some stuff in the Canada region might come down into here, and some cells starting to fire in this mesoscale discussion that we discussed a little earlier. Also looks like these two cells near the Hettinger area, if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I butchered that. Those two cells, well, almost four, might form another conglomerate like this buffalo cell. Might intensify and produce some pretty good rain and maybe even hail.
we are starting to see initiation in South Dakota and in North Dakota now. I would not be surprised in the next 30 minutes to an hour. We have multiple severe thunderstorm warnings out as these cells start turning linear at one point. Special weather statements could easily be coming out soon, also for these cells.
All right. Yeah, definitely some initiation there. Stuff near Hermosa area, New Underwood area still. Um, yeah, lots of cells firing in the left portion of South Dakota so far.
I would also be looking around in that buffalo cell. We could be having a hook starting. I do not know about it yet since it's in like early development, but we can see a hook near the front. We'll see if that turns into something or just ends up being just part of the thunderstorm, but we'll have to see.
For clarification, you're talking about this area right here, right? In the left part of the cell?
I'm talking about up front near
Oh,
the
sorry. This
not that
screen.
one, the one south to that.
Uh-huh.
The main all right. Whatever one's in like the middle of that.
Yeah, this area.
Yeah. That's the spot that I'm really looking at right now.
May start to see
And what we
small
really have on
parts.
the edge is just a big downburst on the edge of our severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah. I start to see some rotation, but like Garrett was saying, most of this is probably just going to be downbursts. Also, for those who don't know, this radar is called correlation coefficient, and it shows things that might be in the air. So anywhere that's not like this plain color is more than likely hail, and this can also be used for tornadoes to see debris and all that sorts of stuff. And as you can see, a special weather statement has just been issued for New Underwood, Owanka, and Wasta area, with 55-mile-an-hour winds possible.
Hey, the special weather statement is right over our radar. So that is possibly a reason why they didn't see it quite before, since it was over their radar and there's a little bit of a radar hole right there.
Indeed.
But would not be surprised if this went severe warn soon.
Oh, there we go. All right, so I don't know what happened, or it could have been just a glitch. The severe thunderstorm watch has been extended. Doesn't look like any of the values have been changed, but it's been extended into parts of Nebraska and parts of North Dakota, with South Dakota being the main concern of this watch.
On radar in that Rapid City special weather statement, I am seeing winds of 60 miles per hour on radar. I don't think it's actually in the storm though, so we might be looking at just a little bit of radar contamination there.
Still possible that that actually may be in the storm and might spark a severe thunderstorm warning for this. As you can see, still definitely some severe thunderstorm warnings over here. So this is also an area of concern for today, but not as serious as the South Dakota area. But still very possible to have maybe even a tornado. We'll see how that develops over time. And then we're seeing those cells in this mesoscale discussion start to develop and mature and maybe even intensify over time. And definitely a lot of rain in this area right here. Lots of flooding risks. And severe thunderstorm warning for Florence area in Alabama. Yeah, definitely to be concerned if you live in these areas.
Our cell that is north of our current severe warned one, in between Kittinger and our severe thunderstorm warning, is rapidly intensifying at the moment. I would not be surprised if we see a special weather statement soon for larger hail and some winds.
Yeah, looks like we can start to see some black things on reflectivity and winds on velocity. Definitely going to produce some hail in there. And on this severe warning, we have 9 minutes until it expires. Very well, so could be reissued, so expect that too.
New special weather statement issued in Michigan. This is for Eaton in Ingham County.
Yes, this is in our neck of the woods. If it would stop doing things. A tornado warning has been issued for the very top right section of the Thumb in Michigan near Harbor Beach. Um, that was not expected. Radar indicated with 1 inch hail. Oh yeah.
This is all right. So we will be shifting our focus mainly from the South Dakota area. We got to focus now on this tornado warning that was issued.
Yes. If you are in this tornado warning, obviously take cover now. Get to your basement or innermost room with no windows. Dang. Wasn't expecting a tornado warning.
Yeah, that is very unexpected.
Very, very unexpected. Interesting. We're going to keep a very close eye on this.
This warning expires in 36 minutes. So take shelter until then.
Yeah. Very interesting warning. Velocity radar does show definitely rotation, so definitely take cover. This is something to take very seriously. And then special weather statement issued. Quarter-inch hail and 40 miles an hour for wind. In the Eaton Rapids. What is it? Mason, Leslie, Eaton Rapids area for sure. So be cautious of that. Special weather statement in there for the Belding area. And obviously this tornado warning. Yes, Jessica, we do plan to go live as much as we can and possibly provide you guys with chasing footage. Today we will most likely be not chasing due to limitations because we can at night chase. Night chasing is not encouraged and very potentially deadly if you are in the wrong situation. So we will probably be not chasing today, but that may change.
We're also looking new severe thunderstorm warning on that Buffalo cell.
Yep. They have updated the parameters. It is a considerable threat now. 70-mile-an-hour winds and 2-inch hail. If you are in this severe thunderstorm warning, obviously don't go outside, and it might not be a bad idea to take cover because this is 2-inch hail and 70 miles an hour.
Say locations impacted. I do not see any larger towns here.
Yeah.
But if you're on US 85, be prepared in the next probably 10-15 minutes for this to come over your area or even up to the next hour. This is a very slow moving storm, so it will cause a lot of damage if it goes over you.
Yes, very.
And new special weather statement just
Yep.
issued north of that on the lodgepole cell.
3/4 inch hail and 40-mile-an-hour winds. Developing some black reflectivity, and so that'll have some hail. And more cells firing in that Hettinger area. Also, like to do a quick shout out to Jessica Alexander that said, "Oh, this is cool to see you all live." That is the person who did the very generous donation. You can see that post and also on our most recent SPC lookout. So thank you very much for that donation. But yeah, this is almost white on reflectivity. That is crazy.
Yo, I don't know if that CC drop is part of the hail core, if it's
This,
delayed or not, because it could be delayed. But
yeah, it might be
if
delayed
that is
because
the CC drop to hail, you need to be taking cover.
yeah, it does line up with where the core was last refresh. So very possible. We're gonna go back to this tornado warning real quick. Oh, and special weather statement for Flint. Half-inch hail and 40 miles an hour. And that tornado warning is still there. 1-inch hail with that warning as well. Once again, this is a tornado warning. Radar indicated with 1-inch hail. That expires in 31 minutes. So if you are in this area, take cover now.
If our rotation is anywhere, I think it would be west of White Rock.
Yeah. Right in this vicinity right here. Luckily, this doesn't have a chance to reproduce as it's gonna go across the lake, so that's good. Still some special weather statements across Michigan, severe thunderstorm warnings across the Virginias, Carolinas, and Louisiana and Alabama still. Expect more of the same throughout today. New refresh came back. Definitely some good wins. Garrett, that might be the real CC drop. That's a crazy CC drop. The other severe thunderstorm warning for the other half of this cell, this section, has all expired, and the mesoscale discussion has now expired. The mesoscale.
I'm sure we'll see a new mesoscale discussion soon since the watch has already been issued.
Very soon.
But for now, there is no MD.
Garrett, you got any word on this insane possible CC drop?
I can check on it.
Because it lines up. It hasn't refreshed in 3 minutes, but it lines up with where the core would be like a few refreshes ago.
I believe that is our hail core. Our correlation coefficient radar was updated 2 to 3 minutes before our normal radar where you see this. So it could easily be the CC drop for it right now.
Yeah,
And it was just
radar
updated
just
and
came
it
back.
lines up it with the hail core.
Yeah.
Almost.
So if there is any houses in this area, I do see some side roads. Take cover. That's really big hail. And this
The
severe
US
thunderstorm warning does expire in an hour.
So if you're on Mackey Road around there, try and find more road names that rule. Like Mackey Road, any of the roads kind of branching off of there,
Yeah.
or
US
US
Highway
85.
85 too. I would pull off the side road or find a building. That does look pretty promising. Still, we have that tornado warning for that White Rock area. Definitely still take cover. Still a special weather statement for that cell, and definitely for this. And going to be getting a lot of rain in this section of the United States for the foreseeable future. Still no new Mesoscale discussion. That's probably going to get issued soon. I think radar is having some issues. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for the Lemon area and Lodgepole. This is for that cell we were seeing blow up, and now it's 2 cells there. Less than 50 miles an hour, but it does have 1.5-inch hail. 1.5-inch hail is not something to joke with, and those winds will rise more than likely at any given point. And then this Buffalo cell is still definitely up there.
I would expect National Weather Service in Bismarck to add the other side of this polygon soon.
Yeah, for sure. Garrett, I must say, I am hearing thunder in our neck of the woods.
Say we have heavy rain and heavy winds here,
Yes.
kind of right in that core right now.
Nothing too bad in velocity, but we might get some hail. Grand Blanc still under that special weather statement, and tornado warning still there. Expires in 23 minutes. Still stay in cover. Just like the definitely could see some rotation there, Garrett. This is from a Canadian radar, too. Flint, still under that.
Where are you
Area.
looking at?
From this Canadian radar. Looks like you would see some rotation there under that tornado warning.
All right, let me check real quick. Yeah, broad now, but still.
Yeah. And I'm getting reports of a outage area in the Eaton Rapids area. This special weather statement itself. I am hearing rolling thunder outside.
Report updated tornado warning. It has not expired, but places like Verona and around those areas, Pulaski, are now out of it.
Yeah, so that was pretty dangerous there. Going back to North Dakota, that's main part of that storm's entering radar velocity dead zone, and we just did get a special weather statement issued, 55 mile an hour and 0.88 inch hail. Expires in 36 minutes on these cells popping up in the Hettinger area. And this other severe warning area has developed black spots on reflectivity. Definitely going to be producing some hail. Garrett, look, this one seems to be having bluish CC drops too.
I see that.
And the other, this is unwarned. That's interesting. 40 mile an hour ish. Jessica, answering your other question, we do not have any on ground tornadoes, but we more than likely had a brief. Well, we do have a tornado warning still active, but rotation is off of Michigan for the Harbor Beach area. That is now past. Still stayed covered though, because that might recycle and there might be new rotation over you guys. And does black spots indicate hail? Yes, they do. Oh, we just got an extension on this severe thunderstorm warning. That cell I was just talking about that was unwarned. Well, answering your questions, Jessica, hail does indicate, or black spots do indicate hail. And the more black, and then eventually turns to white, as you can see in the top, like the scale, it will turn white, and that's really bad for hail. This severe thunderstorm warning has 2-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds, same as this. Both have considerable threats on them. So yes, very starting to initialize over here, and near Fairburn area, have a pretty strong cell starting to develop there. Definitely some hail in this cell nearing Dansville area. And cells firing all over Michigan. The tornado warning has not yet been lifted.
Did you overview that new severe thunderstorm warning?
Yes, that one that just got issued. 70-mile-an-hour and considerable threat with 2-inch hail.
All right. Sorry, I was gone for a minute.
You're good, Garrett.
So, new special weather statement also in northern Michigan.
Oh, yep. 40 mile an hour. Could expect this special weather statement to go severe soon.
Base base
Velocity.
reflectivity doesn't really show anything.
Huh. Maybe that cell died out because it was red over new Underwood. Yeah,
We
maybe.
also had a new cell popping off south of Rapid City.
Yeah. This one right here.
Yes.
Garrett, take this over for a second. I'm gonna go check something outside.
All right. Currently, we have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings and 3 special weather statements, all in South and North Dakota. We also have a couple special weather statements in Michigan. It looks like that we just had an update to the severe thunderstorm watch. It's just glitching on mine. But currently, 2 of these warnings are considerable. One, I would say there's a chance it goes considerable. It's already at 1.5 inch hail. So we will be watching that. And for those in Michigan under this tornado warning in Huron County, this was a reported funnel cloud, and White Rock, Helena, and Ruth are the 3 towns in this warning. And yes, there was a funnel cloud reported in this storm.
Wow. Wow, and this was not even in the tornado risk, way outside it.
And a new special weather statement on that southern cell south of Rapid City.
Yep. That one's getting pretty big quick.
50-mile-per-hour winds.
Mm-hmm. 3/4 inch hail. All these are developing black reflectivities for hail.
Yeah. So we are looking at all of these severe thunderstorm warnings, a somewhat dangerous hail core. So you need to be taking shelter, and some of these storms are slow moving too.
So expect to get hammered over quite a long period of time.
Like
This
that
would not
Buffalo
be
hail
letting up.
core, I don't think it's really moved in the past hour we've been live.
Yeah. Garrett, do you know wind speeds on these? Like how fast they're moving?
I know the southern 2 severe thunderstorm warnings have reports of 70 miles per hour wind, and the northern one does not really have a strong wind speed recorded on the warning, but it could easily be up to 60. It's been time. It's a strong thunderstorm, and it's starting to get like a tiny Boeing seg on the north. I am partially expecting Bismarck National Weather Service at one point to extend that severe thunderstorm warning into southern North Dakota.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Then how fast are these storms moving? Like 20-ish miles an hour, probably 30. What do you think?
I can check that right now. Um, the Buffalo storm is very slow. It is moving at 7 knots or like in the single digits for miles per hour.
Wow, that is crazy.
It's moving southeast at 10 miles per hour based on the warning after reading through it.
Mm.
Our newest severe thunderstorm warning with the 2-inch hail is also moving at 10 miles per hour. And the one right on the border is moving at 35. So these are some very slow moving storms, and you
Very.
gotta make sure if you can get cars in the garage, put them in there
Oh,
and updated.
yeah.
It,
It has been dropped to 60-mile-an-hour winds in inch and three-quarter hails, but it still a considerable risk. So still be very cautious of the cell. Still, the cell is very intense and violent, possibly still. Going back over to Michigan.
tornado
Still,
warning is still in effect.
yeah.
I think by now it would be starting to leave and over the lake, but still keep shelter.
Yeah, this is it's
CC drop does not show any tornado on the ground, but
it very well could
who
still be
knows?
there. You never really know.
Yes.
Radar has
A
its
new
errors.
special weather statement also for Shiawassee County, Michigan.
Yeah. All these cells are getting special weather statemented as we speak.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, Alex, we're live.
Yeah, I know. I was watching it a little.
All right.
I'm going to Menards right now.
This entire band of storms right here is all severe thunderstorm warned. Wow.
Man, if I had the permission, I would definitely be in Rapid right now, or at least that area.
Yeah.
Currently in Bismarck has now extended that polygon on the severe thunderstorm warning. It does now cross into North Dakota.
With inch and a quarter hail and 60 miles an hour. Garrett, I'm asking you to take over again. I am hearing things outside.
All right.
Gavin.
Yes.
Gavin.
Yes.
Next year I'll have permission. Well, I don't need permission, but next year I'll be able to go anywhere in the United States if I have the money for it.
That's gonna be great.
Because I'll be 18. I'm gonna actually be saving up for a newer model for a truck because I'm gonna get this one paid off this year, and I'm gonna sell it, and then use that money for a down payment on a better truck.
Nice. This other severe thunderstorm warning has been updated with now 60-mile-an-hour winds and inch hail. All right, yeah, Garrett, take over. I'm gonna go look outside real quick.
So we have our currently 4 severe thunderstorm warnings in the Dakotas with 3 special weather statements. The 1-year east of Rapid City has been allowed to expire. And in Michigan, we still have that tornado warning. So take shelter in multiple special weather statements.
Dude, it is hot where I'm at right now, bro. Watertown is hot today, guys. Tomorrow's gonna suck if it's hot because my truck has no AC.
You think of Jason tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down to the Sioux Falls area because that looks like it's the only risk that we got right now.
All right.
Just I need research on when storms are gonna be firing, so I know when to get down there because it's about an hour and a half to 2 hours drive.
Yeah, we can look at HRRR tomorrow so we can get confirmation on when. And also we can.
I'll be coming home shortly. I'm just going to the bank and to get more blue because I need to get my SUV belt fixed.
That tornado warning is very much still there.
Yeah, I gotta roll down my window again.
Still
really hot.
looks like the rotation, according to this Canadian radar, 5 minutes ago, the rotation where it looks like it would be is just off the coast. But radar has its errors, so stay in shelter. stay in your basement or your innermost room with no windows. No, this had a
This
confirmed.
warning does expire in 7 minutes. And I
Yes.
would not be surprised if a special weather statement went out for Pigeon, Caseville, Elkton, Owendale in Michigan because we got that storm coming off of Saginaw Bay.
Yeah. And then.
Oh yeah,
these
Gavin. Just so
cells-
you know, for next year, the only storms I'll be chasing that are like more than 10 hours away are moderate to high risks.
All right.
Unless it's got a good tornado potential and enhanced, I will not be going because of how far it is.
Yeah,
How much of a
we got a 10% risk on enhanced before.
Yeah, I know. Those ones I would definitely take my chances and gamble my money away, but for those storms I'm gonna have to like get like a decent amount of time out.
Yeah, reasonably.
Because those drives would be long, and I don't want to just sit there and jerk off in a corner. I mean,
Yeah.
I would.
Alex, we're live,
Yeah,
Oh,
and everyone can hear you.
my bad, chat. Or
some of these cells still do have black spots of reflectivity, so hail's still there. Looks like most of those CC drops are gone. We had an update just a few minutes ago. Still have that special weather statement in the lower Badlands National Park almost area. 3/4 inch hail and 50-mile-an-hour winds. And this severe thunderstorm watch expires in 6 hours. Man, the Virginias are just under it. Yeah, this entire band right here, Garrett, is all under severe thunderstorm warnings.
We gotta watch for flash flood warnings too in these areas due to heavy rainfall.
Yeah. Mesoscale discussions concerning heavy rainfall and a mesoscale discussion concerning severe potential. Adding on top of mesoscale discussions, we still have not gotten that mesoscale discussion reissued for South Dakota, which is interesting. I would have assumed that there would be another one reissued.
bro, it is so hot in Watertown right now. What temp is it? I'm like boiling in my truck right now. Oh, no wonder it's 90. Oh shit! I didn't. Oh my bad. I didn't mean to flirt.
We are seeing some more cells pop up near the Hay Springs area in Nebraska and the Pine Ridge area just barely in South Dakota. So, yes, all this stuff seems to be starting to initialize now. And also, the SBC lookouts that updated at 4:30 were the same. Nothing changed. And we still have that tornado warning out for the White Rock area. Still stay in your shelter.
To that area, I expect in the next few minutes it will be expired.
Yeah, 2 minutes left on it, but still stay sheltered. looks like this cell that was gonna hit our area de-intensified, and then the other area in Wasso, 40 mile an hour. This chunk of cells over in Fowlerville, all that stuff de-intensified.
Oh, guys, I don't think I can storm chase anymore.
Why?
It's. I think my transmission's cooked. Like genuinely, it won't let me shift gears right now. I'm literally stuck right now.
Oh. What year's your Chevy again?
2009. Like
Yeah.
my. Dude, I literally can't go anywhere right now. Hold on, I'll be back, guys.
All right. There's a problem with that year Chevy where it was some very little part in like the part that looks like the maze of the transmission. I forget what part, but some part would like literally fade away, like rot out after time. That's not fun.
Watching these cells starting form in Nebraska and southern South Dakota.
Yeah, we got 3 different cells, and then the southernmost, most violent is that one that's special weather statemented right next to Badlands National Park over Red Shirt, South Dakota. Yeah, these storms are quite tall. Looks like we kind of had a mesoscale handoff almost. The left part of the buffalo cell seems to be weakening a tiny bit, and the right part of it seems to be strengthening. Still are under, both are under considerable threat for the severe warning, and the warning that goes into North Dakota is now under a considerable threat for damage. I don't think that was earlier. Pretty interesting.
See, our tornado warning will be expiring any second now.
Yep, the tornado warning is no longer on my map.
So we no longer have any more tornado warnings around the United States, but we have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings.
Lots and lots of them. 19 to be exact. Most of them coming from this Virginia line of storms. Speaking of most of them coming from this area, one just issued 1-inch hail and 60 mile an hour winds. It's insane.
I would not be surprised if something starts to develop here near Hettinger, North Dakota, because we have 2 storms currently colliding from different directions. So we got to watch in case any of these storms start producing spin, which could result in an isolated spin up.
Yep. Because a few minutes ago there's this cell that kind of grew, and then there's 2 cells. They're all starting to shift into North Dakota, so be wary if you live in this general vicinity of North Dakota.
And then our cell near Buffalo seems to be starting to split into 2 separate ones.
Yeah.
and the one out in front of that is continuing to move east to northeast. Have they updated the speed that this is moving at? No, it is still moving at 10 miles per hour.
So still if you're in the path of this, you're gonna almost want to take cover. This is 1.75 inch hail. Not something to mess around with. Could cause very bad damage to your skull if you're outside in this. And the other one is still 2 inch and 70 mile an hour. Looks like this one off to the right might be the more powerful one of the two. Oh. Yeah, those cells in Porcupine area, Pine Ridge, Hay Springs definitely starting to initialize. Could get special weather statemented here within the close future.
We now have an image of what the funnel cloud was that got reported. I can send it to our Discord, Gavin.
Yeah. Hang with us. We'll get that picture up for you here soon. Oops.
All right, it is posted. So if you want to pop a look at that.
All right. Looks like this is the photo we have been given. As you can see, definitely a wispy rope-like funnel. So that definitely did have a spot of rotation. That is crazy to see. Did not expect to see any parts of rotation or anything like that in any place, let alone Michigan. Being that far away from the risk. That's cool though.
And then update on the North Dakota severe thunderstorm warning is now 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds.
Yep. Still under that considerable threat. Gonna be quite a storm. Come on. Work with me. There we go. Then there's these cells definitely firing off in the Nebraska and lower South Dakota. We just got a special weather statement issued for that cell that was coming off this area right here. Not too far from where that tornado warning was issued. For that just all section of the thumb. For 50-mile-an-hour winds and half-inch hail. The the special weather statements for this section have been lifted. Both of these are still in effect, 8 minutes and 23 minutes respectively. Then this one has been special weather statemented for 1/4-inch hail and 40-mile-an-hour winds. It looks like we got some cells developing in Toledo, all across Indiana, Cincinnati.
New severe thunderstorm warning.
Oh yeah.
south of Rapid City.
1 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. This one has barely moved since its formed too, so this is going to be another very
I
slow
might have
moving
to be
cell.
muted for a bit, so.
All right. So this other cell, Buffalo cell, has been updated. It is now down to only 3/4 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So the considerable tag has been taken off it. Still 2 inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds on this other cell with a considerable tag, and this also has a considerable tag at 2 inch and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Also, special marine warnings with a water spout possible tag on this one. Updater from our main storm chaser, Alex. Update on that transmission that he said that he may have screwed over. The transmission linkage is undone. So chasing may be done for the rest of the year. There are other vehicles that he may be able to use, but not without parental permission. Little update on the Virginia line. Lots and lots of severe thunderstorm warning still. Very crazy. That's a crazy amount of severe thunderstorm warnings in one place. And more down here in the South Carolina area. Still got that severe thunderstorm warning and new special weather statements for the Alabama area. And new severe thunderstorm warning for the upper area of that Mott cell with 1.25 inch radar indicated and 60-mile-an-hour winds. All these cells are still severe thunderstorm warned, and gonna expect lots more in the close future. Still reports of power outages in the Grand Rapids area. Pretty interesting winds. Nothing too bad yet. Definitely enough to put a special weather statement on it, though. Looks like we may have lost Garrett. Broad rotation. Nothing serious yet. That cell might get special weather statemented here.
All right.
Welcome
I
here,
do
Garrett.
something real quick.
All right.
Yeah. What's up?
We did see some broad rotation in some of these cells. Also updating you on the current things. Another severe thunderstorm warning was issued with 1.25 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds.
All right. So these storms are starting to develop linear. It looks like near northern South Dakota and southern North Dakota.
Another severe
And new
thunderstorm
severe
was.
thunderstorm warning.
Yep. 1.25 inch and 60-mile-an-hour. Expires in 30 minutes. These cells are losing their hail core. Well, their black hail core. Still a little bit evidence there. Her radar is tweaking out. It's getting 120 miles an hour. 140. Pretty crazy winds though right here. This is all real winds. That's a glitch in radar. Right, Garrett? I'm not tweaking, right? That's not 140-mile-an-hour winds.
There is not 140 per hour winds.
Yeah. Then we can see all these cells firing in the Nebraska, South Dakota region. Still severe thunderstorm warning with 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. And still special weather statemented. I am back from doing something. This severe thunderstorm warning just got updated. Okay, it's now down to 1-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's still 70-mile-an-hour winds and still 1-inch hail. So it still has a considerable damage threat tag on it. Garrett, I think this section, well,
Does stuff line up there?
that's what I'm thinking.
Because both wait till the next scan.
Next stand came in like a few seconds ago. I'm pretty sure this is all new.
Wait, do the playback feature.
See how see this scan has 80, 90 there.
But then it appears there. I don't think this is a tornado, but if it is, I would still be prepared in that area.
Yeah. Second warning added onto this. With
Does it have a tornado possible label?
no. It has less than 3/4 inch hail and 60 mile an hour.
So just keep watching that area. I think there's a really large likelihood that's nothing, but if it's something, it's bad.
Yeah. That's weird that's consistent, and I wouldn't think a couplet would be that tight. You'd see an inflow of red. Possibly just radar having a heyday.
This is a somewhat a distance from the radar as well.
Yeah. Interesting. I think they might have widened this severe thunderstorm warning too. Still got those cells firing in top part of Nebraska, lower part of South Dakota. I was reading the NWS report, Garrett, and according to Tristan as well, NWS doesn't expect to see any more cells until later this night.
I think what we have here in northwest South Dakota and southwest North Dakota will be the main event for the next couple of hours with isolated severe thunderstorms to the south.
Yeah.
But I expect the main region to be here as it enters the enhanced risk.
Yep. Most definitely. Interesting. Also, in the playback feature, you can see that in the last 28 minutes, these storms have not moved far at all. This is replaying back the last few scans for 28 minutes. So, yes, these are still very, 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 very slow moving storms. And also, I forgot to mention that mesoscale discussion for the top left corner of the screen did expire. It's now now no mesoscale discussions for this area. All the mesoscale discussions are for the Virginias and other flood areas.
Currently, we have no power outages across the South Dakota region, except in the far southwestern area.
Crazy. User Ouncerton says there was a report of 3-inch hail in the Buffalo cell. Gotta say, I'm not surprised. That had a crazy CC drop for a while. I'm not surprised. Then these
Current,
cells down here, your Pine Ridge area, are getting special weather statemented now. Did you have something to add, Garrett?
currently, there are 7 severe thunderstorm warnings in this area.
Yeah. I think this one was upgraded. 1.5 inches and 60 mile an hour. Also, this Le Mans cell near the Hettinger area has black reflectivity. I don't see anything on correlation coefficient for some reason. But, interesting. Ooh. Hey, Garrett, look at this. This correlation coefficient lines up good with the hail core. Look at that. That's some spots of blue correlation coefficient that might be upgraded here soon. Might be a little bit bigger than 1 inch. New special weather statement for the Michigan area. Looks like it's these 2 cells that were in the Owasso and Flint area. All of them are now under the same special weather statement for 50-mile-an-hour winds, and this one down here is 1/4-inch hail, 40 mile an hour, and expires in 4 minutes. New special weather statement just issued. Wow. That's a lot of rain. And then still got that mesoscale discussions concerning rainfall in Texas, the Florida, Georgia, South Carolina area, and now this area in near the Virginias concentrated. This one still has that considerable tag, and so does this one. Yeah, that when we were talking about that was about I have a tornado that we thought might have been a tornado, being a little bit more clear. It looks to have been radar just glitching out because you could see random bright colors and random dark colors when in reality there's nothing, because this is all just stuff in the air and it's just stuff that messes with radar. So it was just, don't even know what it was. This one expires just now. That's gonna have to get reissued, right? It has black reflectivity. Refresh. Let's see. That'll be getting redone here within the few seconds. Still not redone. That's still issued. Definitely gonna have a chunk of severe weather start to grow over time. Yeah, that's no longer severe warned. This severe warning that had that 2-inch hail of 70 mile an hour, that first warning that we had, that buffalo cell, is now expired. It is not severe warned for now. I imagine it getting severe warned again here in the very close future. That special weather statement for this cell right here, the Three Rivers area, is now expired. We got that special weather statement still issued here with 50 mile an hour, and that special weather statement up here with also 50 mile an hour and half-inch fail. Still lots and lots of severe warnings in this area, in the Virginias and all that. Still have those mesoscale discussions down here discerning heavy rainfall. Definitely expect to see some flooding issues within the foreseeable future right now. Boogaloo.
Yo, bro, what's that Boogaloo cell?
Oh, okay. Whereabouts Boogaloo?
Boogaloogaloo. I don't know. You're the one that said the cell, so.
The buffalo cell?
I was just repeating what you said in the chat.
That's not me.
And that ain't you?
Mm-mm.
Thought you were Ouncerton.
Mm-mm.
Who's Ouncerton then?
Good question.
I think it's that is to you. You're the only one that says meow.
Fella, that's not me.
That is you, fella.
That's not me, bro.
Okay.
This cell has been special weather statemented 40-mile-an-hour
That is not
winds
Ancade.
and has
And who
0.88
is
inch cell.
Ouncerton?
Some guy who watched.
I remember somebody mentioned Ouncer. Oh, that was one of the random dudes who commented. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember now. I thought it was Gavin for some reason. I feel like it is Gavin. I feel like I'm getting gaslit.
You're not getting gaslit, bro.
That's what a gaslighter would say.
What? But this is still in effect with these other cells popping down here in the Nebraska area. Kind of in a dead zone. They can't really be viewed that well. Black reflectivity on this cell still. Kind of surprising. Yeah, again, I see that CC drop right behind this. Not near the hill core, but it's right in that divot in there.
I saw. Also Montana, a new special weather statement. Well, I guess it's been there for a minute, but
Oh yeah, 50 mile an hour.
yeah.
Yep. New special weather statement issued for the Virginia area. Near Fredericksburg. Lots and lots and lots of severe thunderstorm warnings across this line.
Alrighty, I'm gonna hop back off. I was just checking on how things were going.
Alright. See you, kid.
So yeah, I'll be back after my dinner's done.
Alright.
Severe thunderstorm warning in Texas.
And
Expired
extended
in 8 minutes. We were kind of late.
extended severe thunderstorm warning in not severe thunderstorm warning, special weather statement for the Martin area in the special weather statement to its left just expired. Another update from our main chaser. Tomorrow's chase is off, sadly. Actually, it might be off. His truck has to go to the shop. He may be able to find another vehicle soon, before then. Part of this Le Mans cell is developing a black reflectivity. Might start developing a little bit bigger hail. Inch and 3/4 hail still on that cell. Hasn't been updated since. Alright, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Not new, extended. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Expires in 22 minutes. The shape was just changed. This one's also developing black reflectivity. Might have bigger hail. And updated special weather statement has 50 mile an hour, and the other one also has 50 mile an hour. I don't know why they put two of those in there. Also, they're now under a flood advisory, basically in that same box where that tornado warning was issued.
This area right now is just getting hammered.
Yeah. I don't know why, but storm relative velocity shows 80-ish miles an hour in this Wounded Knee district cell. That's weird. Huh. Like, this is what I was talking about, guys, where it shows random velocities, where it might be true, but if it's true, it'd be weird. Because they was showing like 80 miles an hour ish, but when I go to the right radar, you know, it's normal looking. This cell doesn't look to be doing too much for now. Garrett, what are these? Cells might collide over here near the Porcupine area.
I see that. Oh, big severe thunderstorm warning just issued. Huge.
Oh my. 1-inch
Um,
hail and radar indicated in 60 mile an hour winds. Wow. Humongous.
This is massive. It's only for 3 counties too.
Yeah. That expires in 1 hour.
That's fast. It's moving at 60 miles per hour, so it's really sped up.
Yeah.
It covers over 5,000 square miles.
That is crazy.
These storms might get pushed faster by the dry line as it is quickly approaching.
Yeah. That's interesting, though. Yeah, this is really interesting. Pretty interesting looking on velocity. Gonna have some pretty good winds. Correlation coefficient shows a lot of scattered hail. Definitely gonna have hail in this vicinity. I wonder if we have any reports in the Buffalo area of that when I had 2-inch hail on that warning. Also, the special weather statement on this, the left side of the Buffalo cell, has expired. Michigan, still those two special weather statements. That bigger special weather statement in this area has expired. Flood advisory still there, and special weather statement for 50-mile-an-hour winds still there. Pretty good. Still some sales.
See later
popping. Yeah, Garrett.
on HRRR, it shows a lot more development in central South Dakota later tonight.
Interesting.
So we currently have this, and it will merge with any development in there.
All right. The center of that Struhl cell looks to have some pretty good looking CC drops. Also near chance, but I don't know if that's radar glitching. And this one is still inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Expires in 15 minutes. We're seeing some of those severe thunderstorm warnings in the Virginia area fade away slowly but surely, as this cell probably is starting to lose steam. Still under that mesoscale discussion for, well, as I say that mesoscale discussion just expired concerning severe potential. But if you live in the Philadelphia area, that mesoscale discussion is still going to be with you for another hour. And still those other mesoscale discussions concerning heavy rainfall for 3 hours, 2 hours, and another 3 hours. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning issued. Severe thunderstorm warning has 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's for the Allen cell.
I was expecting that.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to see it on radar since it's in a little bit of a radar dead zone.
Yeah.
On Velo.
Definitely has some hail in there.
One of our warnings expired in northern South Dakota with being replaced by the large one.
That special weather statement is still going to be on there for a little bit. We have another tornado report on that tornado warning we had earlier in Michigan. Let's bring you guys over to that. This was viewed.
I got it fixed. We did not have to call a tow truck or anything. We literally just put a thing on a bolt and now it's working.
Nice.
It's the most extremely infuriating thing because the plastic clip that holds it in is very easily breakable. and it probably broke when I was chasing last, and then it just popped out of place because it's like it can easily pop out of place.
Yeah, because I was reading on one of the YouTubers I watch, his C7 Corvette did the same thing, but the C7 was like really compact, so he had to drop the entire transmission to get to it. That's why I thought you had to do
Yeah,
that.
it was not that. It was literally a small lever right next to a bolt.
Really?
Yeah, all we had to do was just put it right back on that the metal thing, and boom, turned it on. And now I'm driving right now. I'm going home.
Well, at least chasing's not done.
I might be able to still chase if I can find out a way to like just have it held there. I might just have to tape it with electrical tape.
All right.
It's extremely easily fixed. Like I could we literally just laid under there and watched the video, and boom, no
Oh,
money
nice.
wasted whatsoever.
All right. Well, as you can see here, guys, this is more than likely a really wispy rope tornado that may have touched down.
That looks like it's on the ground.
Yeah.
Where at?
Verona Hills Golf Course in Huron County.
Michigan.
Where?
We might have had
Where?
a brief tornado
What state?
touchdown.
A brief tornado
In
in
Michigan.
Michigan.
What state?
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
Update on that really large severe thunderstorm warning, guys. We got 3/4 inch hail now and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Another severe thunderstorm warning has been issued with inch 50 and 60-mile-an-hour winds. For people who just tuned in, if there are any, that tornado warning was right around here in this area. So yeah, Verona, you can see it says Verona Hills Golf Course. This is Verona right here. Interesting. So that probably touched on ground. That it was a pretty tight couplet from that Canadian radar. But yeah. That's crazy.
I'll join call when I get home, guys.
Well, that's good to know that his linkage is fixed and chasing is not off for the season. False alarm. Luckily. But yeah, that is crazy. Looks like we might be seeing a little bit more severe thunderstorm warnings, a little bit more concentrated in this lower area, as this upper area might be losing steam. That is crazy. Oh, that's crazy. All that. More severe thunderstorm warnings in this area. All this stuff is in this Florence area. No longer severe warned. It's under special weather state for 40 mile an hour now. But Gunnersville is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. And it looks like some of our Le Mans cells in that middle area now unwarned. They've expired on that area at least. That upper area is still severe warned with inch and a quarter and inch and a half, and both have 60-mile-an-hour winds. And then this still has that black reflectivity core. Pretty good looking on correlation coefficient. And then all these lower cells are pretty slow to grow. This Hemingford cell It's kind of been there for a little bit, slowly intensifying, but surely intensifying. Interesting. Well, Salt Lake City, special weather statement for 55-mile-an-hour winds. Still continue to be on the lookout for these severe thunderstorm warnings. These are no thing to mess around with, especially with the size of these the hail cores on these lately. Pretty scattered winds. Might be some broad rotation near Meadow. Very broad though. Yeah, it's looking a little bit like rotation. Bright greens next to bright reds is never a good thing.
Is this on the northern?
What was that, Garrett?
This is on the northern one, right?
Yes. That bison cell.
That might be based off the radar I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, from Bismarck and Rapid City, it shows rotation. If this little left edge of that meadow cell starts to go out, ooh, that's gonna be a little interesting. Because there's already a little nudge right there. This area right next to 20 and 73, this area, if this starts to hook out, that might be a tornado. Definitely rotation there, guys.
It's moving to this like new severe thunderstorm warning that they issued.
Yeah. I want to be surprised if they issue a tornado warning for this. That definitely looks to be tight couplet. I don't see anything on CC yet for that area. New,
Updated.
not new, but updated. What was updated about it? It was 3/4 inch and 60 mile an hour last update. I think it was shape. Must be shape, yeah. Let's see, it's 58. Oh, yeah, Garrett.
Oh yeah, that's tightening.
It's, yeah. Folks, if you're in this general area, I would stay really, really weather aware right now. Yeah, I would start moving underground if you're near this. This is going to get tornado warned any second.
Because you're using Rapid City. Red is moving away, green is moving towards. They're running right into each other.
Yeah. And look at it on Bismarck radar, though, too. Yeah, folks, if you're in this area, I would get underground. News if your thunderstorm warning issued.
This is for northern South Dakota. 1.5 inch hail.
Yep. And then 60 mile an hours. Folks, I would get to your safe place right now. It's not tornado warned yet, but it will be very soon. If you live in Athboy, if I pronounce it like that. Any other places? Rock Creek District, Timber Lake, Isabel. If you're in any of those areas, I would get to your safe space. New refresh came in and rotation is still there.
Oh, it's getting. It's not tight yet, but those are starting to come together.
Yep.
There's a CC drop north of Meadow.
North of Meadows.
Look at CC.
All right, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Alex. That's. Oh my.
It doesn't.
What's happening?
That might be a radar glitch, honestly.
Where?
This CC drop right here.
Where?
In Meadow. We might have a tornado warning here soon, Alex.
Where is Meadow?
Is this in? This is in the.
Where's Meadow at?
Oh.
South Dakota?
Yeah.
It's in the
I'm
wrist.
looking for Meadow. I'm not seeing Meadow.
It's near Bison.
Am I retarded? Near Bison?
Yeah, we are live.
It's on the north end of it.
It's staying there.
Oh, there it is.
It's staying there.
Oh my God.
Does not show anything for correlation coefficient yet. Garrett, that left part of the Meadow cell is like starting to get out in one area that might be trying to hook out.
Yeah.
Yeah, folks, if you're in this area, I would get to your safe space. If you're in Glad Valley, Athboy, Isabel. Yeah, I would get in your space.
That one storm chaser guy, that Brandon Kopik, I believe. He's in Bismarck right now. He might be going down that way. If he does, we'll have visual on that. But he might be going for the ones more north. I don't know yet.
All right.
Oh my gosh, dude. Did a new refresh come out? God damn. Are there any chasers near Meadow right now?
There's no chasers. The closest one's all the way on 212 near Faith.
Hold on. I'm gonna just check real quick. Oh hey, there's another guy live streaming right now.
Where?
This guy is south of those. Ryan Gohal? Here, I can link the video. This guy looks like he's south of the major rotation right now. Here, I can put it. I'll put it in OG.
Garrett, look at it. That left side of that metal part is getting taller and taller. This might hook.
Which way is this guy going?
Possible rotation. Very possible. Doing a little checkup on our other cells. All this stuff is still
Looks like
severe warning
it's
down here.
weakening a bit.
That's good. Porcupine area, Martin area, Allen area, Batesland area. All you guys are still under that severe thunderstorm warning. And these cells might merge. Might scrape each other. Large parts of Virginia still under those severe thunderstorm warnings. Is that top area still doesn't look like it's losing steam necessarily. Just might be not severe enough to have a severe warning. Michigan, you guys only have 2 special weather statements now. Still that Flint one area-ish with 50-mile-an-hours. And still that one that was near that tornado warning with 24 minutes left and 50-mile-an-hours. New special weather statement issued in Montana. Expires in 39 minutes with 50-mile-an-hours. Yeah, it looks to be weakening a bit.
So you want to kind of see who you are versus what you show to the world.
So it's a big as a cool trade as it should be.
Not the tallest storm though, they're right there too.
Oh, look how high those clouds are in Morristown.
Yeah. The other ones are getting taller, but not as tall. Garrett, take over for a second.
So, just maintaining these warnings. I would watch near Manderson right now, and Porcupine too.
Guys, I'm gonna go get a new cable shift linkage for my truck. I will talk to you guys later.
All right. New severe thunderstorm watch issued for Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and New Jersey.
I'm back, Garrett.
And a new severe thunderstorm warning issued almost right by Washington, D.C.
Huh.
We got that new severe thunderstorm watch too.
Where's that severe thunderstorm watch?
Pennsylvania, New York, and Washington, D.C. right now is under a flash flood warning. All over the District of Columbia.
That's interesting. Yeah, that. Still check up on that rot. Still there, very broad now, though. Nowhere near as apparent as it used to be.
That flash flood warning includes over 2 million people.
That Washington one?
Yep.
1 to 2 inches in 20 minutes. That's insane. Some severe thunderstorm warnings for parts of Lancaster, Shrewsbury, and almost about to Red Lion, Pennsylvania. A severe thunderstorm warning that was in Texas is expired. Texas only has some special weather statements now. 2 special weather statements for the Indiana area. Nothing in Mississippi. Nothing in Oklahoma. Alabama still has 1 severe thunderstorm warning, but it's different from the Florence and Huntsville ones that we were covering earlier. Still has a special weather statement now, though. Looks like a new chunk of cells is starting to form in Wadesboro to Concord to Ashboro area. All severe thunderstorm warned. special weather statement just issued for quarter-inch hail and 40 miles an hour.
Say the most severe part of the South Dakota line looks like to be after it crosses Pierre into east central South Dakota.
All right.
NAM-NST is showing an insane Boeing segment, which would produce significant winds in South Dakota.
All right.
I can pull up an image of this.
Is this just... Is this rot, Garrett? I don't think this is rot. I think that's just normal winds.
Just a second.
All right.
What is it?
It's right in this area. That.
No, because you can see that gray boundary right there.
Yeah.
I put
this
it in
still
the
doesn't really have
yeah.
a gray boundary on it.
I put the NAM-NST in the chat.
All right. This is the NAM-NST lookout for parts of South Dakota. Wow. That's going to produce a lot of rain.
And I'll put up a couple more. Put some more up there. This has a significant Boeing segment.
Is this going to be
happening.
like the North Dakota cells that we saw that went EDS a while ago?
I don't know. I'm probably not as bad.
Because those were crazy. I remember watching those on radar.
Just gotta watch out for flash flood risk.
Yeah. Well, guys, we might go live later when these storms start to re-intensify, but things seem to be calming down a tiny bit. Not fully calm, though. We will. This severe thunderstorm warning, the big one, was just reshaped again. Still 3/4 inch and 60 miles an hour. But we will be going off the live here. One last update. Still this best discussion concerning severe thunderstorm watch 497, sorry. Still severe thunderstorm warnings all up and down this line. Pretty strong winds looking like, and lots of red on reflectivity. Overall, still a lot of special weather statements throughout the state. Speaking special weather statement, new one, 50 to 55 issued right here for Montana-ish area near Bozeman. And we might be live later, not chasing, but we might be live later covering the rest of the Dakota storms, including parts of Nebraska, as these storms start to re-intensify as they work their way across the state. Thank you guys so much for watching the stream, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.